Good morning. Welcome to Up to the Minute. I'm Todd Duplantis, and we're live at the HCCTV studios this morning. That's right, we're here. Good to have you with us. We got your HCC news and information coming up in the next half hour. A lot of things coming up on the show. We've got some special guests. It's Tasty Tuesday, and we'll also check in with one of our centers of excellence. Right now, my co-host, Benji, is joining me from the other studio. Literally, he's right next door to me. Benjamin Escobar. Benji, good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too, Todd. Hope everybody's having a good morning. We're here.
Good morning. I see you broke out the razor today.
I broke out the razor. They also did a little bit of a fade on the side, you know.
Wow. Have you gotten your haircut over at Central yet this year?
Not this year, but I do want to go back. We did a package with Josh a few years back, right before COVID, actually, and we got our haircuts there, which pretty good deal, free. So
they braided his hair. They braided his hair. It was
braided his hair. So you can take a look at that package on our YouTube channel, which, we can segue into that. We're live on Houston Community College District Facebook page, not HCC, but Houston Community College District page. And we're also on Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and on HCC TV, our own TV channel, at noon, 5, and 10 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Okay, so you're a media student, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I am a film making student.
Okay. All right. We've got a special guest who you'll be interviewing. I know you're excited about this. Mm-hmm. Dr. Colleen Reilly. She's the Dean of the Media, Visual, and Performing Arts Center of Excellence, and she's joined this morning. Good to see you, Dr. Reilly. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing well. How are you?
We are great, and I know you've got a lot of great things happening in your Center of Excellence, and Benji's going to be talking to you. So you'll get a chance to be interviewed by one of your students in a few moments.
Very excited.
All right, we've got another special guest. We're going to kick things off. Welcoming to the show, Chef Ruben Ortega. He is the executive pastry chef with H-Town Restaurants. You probably know him. He's also a James Beard Award nominee. It's good to see you, Chef. Thanks for being here.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Yes. Yeah, thanks for joining us on the show. Let's talk about, before we get into, I want to talk about the James Beard Award, the nomination in a little while, and also H-Town Restaurants. But first, I want to ask you about your connection to HCC.
Oh, HCC is, it comes from long years back. I would say 1992, 1993.
Yeah.
A lot of my new employees, and when I told them 1993, they were like, I wasn't even born yet. Chef.
Yeah, right.
So it's a long connection. We actually, my brother and I are HCC students. We went to school there, I think 93, 94. And Eddie Van Dam, Chef Eddie Van Dam, he was my mentor. I think he's still with HCC.
He is.
It's a good connection.
And yeah, your connection with Chef Eddie. Now you are a pastry. You specialize in pastries, and Chef Eddie is a pastry instructor here at HCC. Obviously, you said he's a mentor of yours. Did you learn a lot of tricks of the trade that you still carry on today from Chef Eddie?
Some of them, yes. Yeah, I still do some things that he still does, but he's very up there. He's a very unique individual, very by the book. Very, 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 very grateful to, that I got to meet him.
And you also refer a lot of people to HCC as well. Why is that?
Well, because as a company having 5 restaurants, we really, really need the workforce. And so whenever somebody comes to me and try to go to school or get more knowledge on it, I'll send them to HCC because that's where we came from. Tracy and Hugo did an endowment on my name, and that will help students actually to pay for their classes, and that's something that we want to keep doing every year if it's possible.
Yeah, I mean that endowment's from your brother Chef Hugo and also Tracy Vaught, his partner, and this supports the culinary program, and it'll be something that'll always be here at HCC. I mean, you guys left your mark here. A lot of our students want to be you, learn from you, and if possible, work for you. But this is something I guess your family really enjoyed your time here at HCC, but you also want to give back as well, from what I'm hearing.
Oh, yes. You and I will really, when we have the opportunity to hire HCC students, we do all the time. We try. We have at least 3 or 4 right now in the company. We would love to have more, but we are trying. We are getting there. I think now more than ever, we will need a lot of help. We have 5 restaurants.
Right.
We also have one in the airport, the Terminal D, George Bush International Airport, and so we always in need of help. New talent. So it's very important for us to keep up that relationship.
How did you, with your background, how did you get into baking?
Actually, it was a mistake.
How's that?
I will be honest. It was, you started going to school to HCC, and he, for some reason, took a class of pastry. And I actually am a cook by training. I was in California for about 3 years, and I was trained by Italian, on classic Italian food. And so when I came here to help him with Backstreet, he started going to school. He told me, he's like, hey, we need somebody to take care of the pastry and all that, and pastry department, create a program, all this. I was like, why don't you go to school? I'm like, I think I want to go to school. So just go one time. If you don't like it, you don't have to go back. So that's the first time I was like, okay, I just walk in. We talked to Eddie, walk in, and I told Eddie, I just don't want to do this. And I'm a cook and I don't want to be. And Eddie told me, I'll never forget. He's like, listen, just stay one class. If you like it, then you can come back tomorrow. Then enroll. If you don't like it, no hard feelings. I went the first time, I loved it, and I came back the next day, and Eddie's like, oh, I see. Okay, let's go. So many years later, here we are.
Here you are, and I imagine becoming the pastry chef for H-Town Restaurant Group. That was something that happened organically. That it just happened.
Well, basically, I think for the most part, we didn't have a program. So I created a program for Backstreet, also for a Prego's restaurant in the Highland, in the village in
Rice Village.
So in the Rice Village, I'm sorry. Yeah. And so from there, we start working on that. And then when Hugo had the opportunity to open Hugo and Tracy, I was like, I'll come aboard, and naturally, I started with a program there. Then after that, we did Caracol. I created another program there. So now we have Sochi, and then we have Urbe. Urbe has a bar bakery. So it was just like you say, organic, just to to create a pastry program, a department of baking and all that.
You are recently nominated for a James Beard Award. Tell us about that and how that came about.
Actually, got me by surprise. For the last 5 years since Hugo won in 2017, Tracy kept telling me that I needed to get nominated. And so making the math and all that, I've been in this business for about 29 years, almost 30 years, I will say. So I made that comment, and Tracy took it to heart. And she's like, you will need to get nominated. So last year, out of the blue, I was just brushing my teeth. I just got out of the shower, and my phone started going crazy. And I was like, what's going on? Yeah, and I have like 100 messages from like all over the congratulations. So I made it to the semifinalists, and then I made it to the finals, and we got a chance to go to Chicago. And this award is national. So I was among 5 national pastry chefs, and we got to go to Chicago, the James Beard. So it was a really, really good experience. I'm really happy with it. If I didn't win, like I told my boss, I'm done. I got nominated. That's what she wanted. Yeah. I'm really happy with it.
Yeah, you got the nomination. Nobody can take that away. Chef, you guys have 5 restaurants. Real quickly, name off the restaurants that you have. And you made a suggestion. If you could pick one of those restaurants, what would be your favorite one out of all? I'm going to put you on the spot.
My favorite would be between Sochi and Hugo's, because Hugo's is the first Mexican, it's our flagship Mexican restaurant, more traditional. We have Sochi that is more modern Oaxacan food, very, very traditional. We have over 14 moles in the menu. We have also Backstreet Café, that is the original, been 35 years in business. It's on South Shepherd, across from River Oaks area. And then we have Caracol downtown. Caracol is a Mexican seafood restaurant. And recently we opened Urbe, Uptown Park. Urbe is more like a casual Mexican fast food, counter service restaurant with a little bakery. And then we have the airport, Hugo's Cocina. And also we partner with Rodolfo, chef from Oaxaca. We have a restaurant over there called Origen. And that is also really, really good. Chef Rodolfo is amazing.
Before we go, I want to mention the cookbooks because you made some contributions to some cookbooks. You want to talk about that real quick?
We wrote 2 books. One in 2000, I think it was 2015, and then 17. It was Street Foods of Mexico. I have that one here, and this is my brother Hugo and I did a little travel through Mexico, and we gathered all the recipes that we actually grew up eating, and when we were kids, and we put them on a book. And the other one is called From Our Kitchen, Backstreet Café, and that one is for all the recipes for 35 years, a recopilation of all the recipes in a book from Backstreet Café. So
I know you're very busy with everything you do at the restaurants, but you and your brother Hugo need to do your own TV show. We need to work on that. Get it on Netflix. It'll be on demand. You guys, can add it to your arsenal of great stuff. So think about that, okay? I'm serious.
Okay, we'll think about it.
Chef, we appreciate you joining us, Chef Ruben Ortega. We appreciate you joining us on the show. Thank you so much, and we're proud to have you as an HCC alum.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Likewise. Thank you, guys.
All right. Take care, Chef. Okay, I'm going to turn things over to Benji. Benji, you've got a special interview as well.
Yeah, so I have Dr. Colleen Reilly, the Dean of Media, Visual, and Performing Arts Center of Excellence. Welcome to the show, Dr. Reilly.
Thank you for having me.
Well, I'm looking forward to visiting with you since I'm a filmmaking student and you're the Dean of my own COE. So,
I feel a lot of pressure.
So yeah, I'll put you on the spot too.
Before you get started, don't pressure her on any grade stuff, okay? That's not allowed.
All right.
It's up to you.
You can email me after. We'll
talk about it after. But before we get into the interview of all the programs, please tell us about your recent accreditation that you just got.
Yeah, so it's actually, we're up for our Re-Affirmation. HCC has an institutional accreditation with the National Association of Schools of Art and Design, which is very exciting because we are one of 2 community colleges in the state of Texas that have that accreditation. And we are the only school in Houston. Just think of our 4-year partners, our wonderful culture of community colleges here in Houston. HCC is the only one with the NASAT accreditation. So they are coming for our Re-Affirmation site visit in October. For my programs, filmmaking and studio art, we share the accreditation with digital communication, digital gaming and simulation, fashion design, fashion merchandising, and interior design. So it's a really exciting cross-program, cross-functional, cross-disciplinary accreditation that we have. And we've all worked really hard to prepare for the Re-Affirmation, and we're just super excited to have the commission come and spend some time with us in October.
Awesome. So now let's get into some of your programs. Tell us about the Performing Arts Fall Semester Calendar. What do we have in store?
Well, we are really excited to have a robust return to campus this fall semester. We've been coming back after COVID. We will have 3 drama productions this fall. I think they're having callbacks tonight, so I don't have the final announcement of the performances that we will be producing, but there will be a fall production at our Stafford campus. at our central campus and our northeast campus as well. So that's super exciting. We have our music student recital, our music faculty recital that we're really looking forward to. We have the return of our dance ensemble and our dance workshop to the stage. So there will be a lot going on, and all of our events are on the HCC events calendar, and admission is free. We encourage members of the public to attend, and of course our HCC family come out and support our amazing students and faculty.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to take a look at those shows that are coming up, and and then you also have some current visual arts exhibitions, right?
We do. We have a gallery program that each semester will feature a faculty exhibition. So those exhibitions are live now, again, at our Spring Branch campus, our Stafford campus, our Southeast campus, and our Northline gallery as well. And then come November, we'll start the student exhibitions, which we do every single semester, which is very rare for a college to feature their freshman and sophomore students. But all of our students exhibit every year, and we're super excited about that.
Awesome. So me as a filmmaking student, and I'm going through my degree right now, but what I think is really awesome about HCC is that I can come back and do another maybe a certificate or even another associate's degree. And I've been interested into the audio recording. And I did hear that you have a new, you're expanding the program to the North Forest campus, I think it is.
Yeah, I'm really excited. We've opened an audio recording studio at our North Forest location. The chair of audio recording technology, also the chair of filmmaking, Michael Cohn, and I were able to be there on the first day of classes and welcome the students. So really just great to see a new body of students over on the Northeast side. It's going to be a fabulous program, and it's a great partnership with the community there.
Awesome. And these are just like state-of-the-art new systems that we're getting into these classrooms, right?
Yes, it's gorgeous, and we'll continue to build out at Northeast.
Perfect. And so you're modest to the list and your talking points, but it's important. So can you tell us about your own fellowship?
Yes, well, I am honored to be an ACE, American Council on Education Fellow this year. We have another fellow from HCC, Dr. Desmond Lewis. But this year I am working with the Northern Virginia Community College, NOVA, as my host institution. So I'm really excited about the mentorship that I'll experience in the spring semester. We've had our opening retreat and exploring legislative issues in higher education, which is very interesting to me. And I'm really excited to learn about shared equity leadership as well. So I feel energized, and it's just a huge honor, and very grateful to Dr. Hodges, who's the president of Northwest College, for his nomination for that fellowship. He's a great support to many of us here at HCC.
Okay, so I know I'm being biased here again with the filmmaking department. Do you have any news for any students or anything that's coming out of the filmmaking department? Maybe any students who've created any films, short films, anything like that you've heard?
Well, we have a faculty member, Professor Jenny Waldo, who has some exciting developments with a feature film, Acid Test. And I'm also very excited that we are having a media art showcase in December in person for the first time. So really looking forward to that at Spring Branch. And one of the really wonderful things that came out of our COVID experience were these learning lunches. I'm sure you've been to many of them. So we're bringing in a lot of regional professionals, film professionals, to meet with the students, talk with them about the film industry in Southeast Texas. And it's just a really great time to connect with the industry.
Okay, awesome. So thank you so much, Dr. Colleen Reilly, the Dean of the Media Visual and Performing Arts Center of Excellence. We'll have some links and additional information in the post after the show. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. Don't forget to send me that email.
Yeah, I won't forget.
Benji, you wouldn't happen to be a film student, would you?
Oh, I am a film student and maybe a future audio recording student. So
Yeah. Well, good for you. Good for you. We're proud to have you with us. All right, let's get to some news and announcements along with Benji, our film student. Biomed engineering for Parkinson's tremors. Texas A&M engineering professor Bjorn Bangstein will discuss and demonstrate treatment using smartware to reduce hand tremors. Participants can learn how to use engineering design and analyze smartware for Parkinson's disease treatment. Lunch will be provided. It's from noon to 1 p.m. This Thursday, September the 15th. It's at the West Houston Institute. We'll have more information in our post after the show, so you can register for this. And Benji, the Mattress Max School of Selling returns. You might want to attend that yourself.
Yeah, so if you know Mattress Mac, if you're a Houstonian, you know Mattress Mac. He's a Houston hero, and he's also now doing HCC's Mattress Mac School of Selling, and Work Texas is now offering an expanded on-site program that includes customer service training. This will take place from 6 to 10 p.m. Monday through Thursdays through September 27th at Gallery Furniture. If you want any more information, we'll have that on our post after the show to register.
Okay, there's a piano masterclass coming up. Benji will be there as well. World-renowned pianist Dr. Diego Caetano, professor at Sam Houston State University, will lead a masterclass for HCC piano students from 2 to 4 p.m. Friday, September the 15th. You got a little time to sign up for that or to plan for it. It's at the Stafford Fine Arts Center, not the Stafford Center, the Stafford Fine Arts Center, which is across the street from our campus in Stafford. The class is free. Registration is not necessary, but we'll have an email and information in our post after the show. Okay, there's a faculty exhibition going on as well, Benji.
Yeah, Fussy Was the Feeling. It's works by Professor Erika Garrett, who is presenting an exhibition of multimedia artworks through October 28th. And this is free, and it's taking place at the HCC Northeast campus at the North Line Gallery. Registration is not required for this event, so everybody is welcome.
Okay, if you know a graduating senior, they can get in on a free ride through HCC because HCC is keeping its promise to help recent high school grads earn a degree for free. The HCC Eagle Promise program offers qualifying students money to cover tuition, fees, and books each semester. It's an incredible program. If you do have to qualify for it, you do have to be a graduating senior, check the social media post after the show, and you can get a link that'll give you all the details. Okay, if you want to go to class for the fall semester, well, you missed out on that. Second Start is still available, and we have some shorter terms available as well, Benji.
Yeah, so the fall 22 has begun, but students can still register, like you said, with more intensive sessions, but with the same course options. So we have online anytime where there's no scheduled time to meet up. So you just do it on your own pace. Then you have online on a schedule, meeting time is set and the course meets online. Then you have hybrid, where it's a lecture class, where it meets partially face-to-face and partially virtually. Then you have in-person, which is the traditional face-to-face. You go to campus on a certain time. And then you have hybrid lab, where your lab and it's basically online, or some of it is in person. So for all registration to all of the HCC programs, please go to hccs.edu/apply.
Yes, register today. You still have time to get in on financial aid, get advising done. Your time is getting shorter though, so you need to register as soon as possible. Okay, tomorrow on the show, I think I'm here tomorrow. Yeah, I won't be here, but I'll be on the air tomorrow. Join us for Small Business Wednesday when we visit with an alum of all three of HCC's Entrepreneurial Center's programs: Business Plan Competition, Small Business Success Series, and Mattress Max School of Selling. We also will talk about the Employee Significance Breakfast happening. We're happy to recognize those folks here at HCC who's been here a long time. One of them, 50 years. That's right, 50 years. We'll be talking about her. And then we'll speak with Loris Bradshaw, who's been with HCC for 45 years. That's longer than Benji's been alive.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, well, I'm 23, so even when Hugo was saying that some of his students were, Ruben was saying that some of his students were from 1993. He went to school in 1993. They weren't even born yet, so
yeah, so
1999 baby.
Yeah. Wow. Hard to believe. You're making us all feel old, Benji. Thank you very much. Okay, Benji will be here again sometime. He's a film student, by the way. So keep that in mind. I'll be around tomorrow. We'll all be here for Up to the Minute. We're live at 10 a.m. See you then.
Sometimes what you need just shows up. Houston Community College has your back, whether you're knocking out some basics or upping your game for a better job. Enroll today for spring classes and frame your future with HCC.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
That one day at PE when they were like yelling at me and then you just linked arms with me, I don't think you know how much like that helped me. I finally like knew that I had somebody.
How prepared is your family if a tornado shows up at your doorstep, or a flood, or a hurricane? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan now. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza. Yes.
Make a plan today.
Where's your emergency?
Everyone's on their way. What happened? Your friend's not breathing. She's dead? Yes, please get my mom and dad. Oh my God!
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckled tight. Both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand trying to text somebody back. Because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
If you love them enough to relearn math so you can teach them math, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.